the 3 nesting bowls that I made the other day, and you can see that some of them is a little bit taller, but the feet is adjustable, so I will show you how I adjust it so that they will fit a little bit better than this. First, I usually trim my largest one first. Get the largest one done, and then I use that as a guide to get my next one. I usually use 4 pieces of clay coil to hold it in place. And then for most of my trimming, I'm usually using my number 2 trimming tool. And this is my number 2. You can see that this part is a little bit shorter versus my number 1, which is taller. It's longer. I'm using holding my tool, hold it closer to the end so it doesn't get vibrate easily. The tool is a little bit more firmer. I like to get my tool very sharp before I trim. So before you trim, you might want to resharpen your tools. The sharp tool is easy to get your job done more efficiently. Actually, by the way, I forgot to show you how to use my measuring tool. I'm coming back to show you. Actually, before you trim, you might want to have an idea how thick the pattern is before you trim. I show you that using this for making the nesting bowls, you got an exact measurement. And now I'm going to show you how to use that same tool to measure the thickness of the pattern. So this is the tool how I use it, and you insert it from the center, and you got a reading. Let me check it. This is about 99. Okay, it's 99 in the center. This should be more on the outside. So you pull out that tool and insert from the outside part. And this one here is 115. Okay, so 115 minus 99 is 16. Okay, so I know the thickness of the bottom is about 16. 16 is about this thick from the tip to the thumb of my tip. Okay, so it's about this thick. So 16, let's remember it. And put it back and recenter. And then I'm using the corner of my trimming tool to make a mark. So I got a rougher idea how wide my foot ring will be. So this will be the width of my foot ring. And then I can remove the clay in the middle. Okay, so before I trim, I know that my bottom is about 16. I'm going to trim it within 3 millimeters, means that I could remove 13. So let's check it. And now you see it's about 9. So I know I have 4 more millimeters to go. Let me check it again. So now it's barely 12, not quite 12 yet. So I could go 1.5 millimeters. I don't usually do this. I just use my finger to knock it and hear the sound that, you know, when it's the right time to stop. From my experience, I know when to stop. But it's also a very good learning tool that, you know, you could get your exact measurement. So this is about 13. Okay. I'll do a very final trimming so that to get the bottom looks. The very final trimming, I usually I spin my tool faster and move the tool slowly so that you will have a nice smooth surface. Okay, so that's the thickness that I have reached to the goal before I started. I told you that I want to trim it within 3 millimeters. So from this point, then I could start to compare the outside corner and my inside corner. Okay, this both corner should be, the outside corner and the inside corner should be closer. Now the outside a little bit higher, so I know that I have more clay I could remove. should be at least the same or even a little bit lower than the inside corner, because since the inside of the ball has a curve, so outside could be a little bit lower. Okay, so by the very final stage of the trimming, spin the wheel a little bit faster and move the tool slowly so your surface will be smooth. And then I could put my stamp right by my foot. Also, if you wanted to, you could put some chattering texture. So I'm going to do a chattering texture. For chattering, I usually use my number 1 trimming tool. This part is longer, so it helps the tool to vibrate. And you hold the tool a little bit longer, so the tool, when the wheel spin, is kicking back the tool, so you get the vibration and you got the chattering mark. So that's one chattering mark, and I usually put 2 lines there to define. So this is my chattering mark. The first chattering mark I was using from the angle, I was using this part, okay, emphasize more on the left hand corner, and then my next one is going to be emphasis on my right hand corner. So that's the trimming of my first ball, the largest ball, with 2 different kind of chattering mark using the same tool. Okay, my number 1 tool. Just using this different part of the tip, you can create a different texture. So this is my first one, and then I will trim my second one. Okay, so I would start to make the foot narrow, then I will adjust the height later on. First I will get the right shape and right thickness, and then adjust the height of the foot to get it sitting inside, so that if you want to have a level or you want to go a little bit lower, you can adjust it later. And I don't need to measure the thickness of the bottom. I usually just go with my tapping method. the size of my ring. Give me a little bit idea, and then remove the clay in the center. So from the sun I'm tapping, I know it's getting closer, so I'll just do the very final refining the surface. So you can spin the wheel a little bit faster. I told you that I will trim to everything right except for the height of my foot, because I want to adjust the very last stage. So now I'm going to bring back my largest ball, and then just put it in there. Okay, maybe just a little bit, tiny little bit, so that it's fitting more level. Okay, so again, put in chattering texture. Okay, so this is my second bowl that is going to fit on my inside of my largest bowl. Right here. Okay, so you can see that it's a very tight fit. Okay. very tight. And then my third one. Okay, and I'm gonna trim it first and then adjust the height. And cut in my foot rim, and then I'll remove the clay in the middle. Okay, so from the sun, it's alright, so I will stop trimming it down, just finish it up. Okay, this is finished trimming, but the height I still need to adjust it. Put it over here and see how. Okay, I could move about 6 millimeters. So I will put it back and just remove 6 millimeters. Let's say 6 millimeters. Okay, so it's about here. So I'm using my number 10. It's easy to just chop it off. Again, to go with the whole set, I will do chattering again. that's the nesting bowl that I show you. So the foot is adjustable, so you could make it the same level, or if you have a little bit, you go up a bit. Yeah, it's always adjustable. So as long as you have a very good measurement, you should have a very tight fit of nesting bowls. This is my demo for nesting bowl using my invention that is also for making the depth and the width, and also you can check for the bottom thickness. All two function in one measuring tool that I invented, and I just got granted the patent. So if you don't have it, this is a very good tool to use. If you have it, I'm showing the function, one of the function how you use the tool to get an accurate measurement. Okay, thanks for watching.